Some stories are so wild, so unbelievable, they sound like pure fiction. But here, every word is true. Welcome to Real Stories That Feel Like Lies. In 1944, as World War II raged across the Pacific, a young Japanese intelligence officer stepped forward, Hiroo Onoda. He was given orders that would shape the rest of his life. Orders spoken with chilling clarity. Hold the island. Never surrender. Never abandon your post. And above all, never believe anyone who says the war has ended. These were not just military commands. They were an oath. Onoda was sent to Lubang Island, a place of dense jungle, towering trees, and shadows that moved like ghosts. To him, this was just another battlefield. But the island had other plans. He didn't know it yet. But this mission would become something far greater. A battle not against armies, but against time itself. In 1945, the world changed. Japan surrendered. The war was over. Cities burned, then rebuilt. Soldiers returned home. Families embraced. But deep inside the Philippine jungle, one man did not receive the message. He found leaflets on the ground, but believed they were lies. He heard news over distant radios, but thought it was enemy propaganda. He had been ordered never to surrender, so he didn't. Years passed, then decades. Villagers whispered stories of a mysterious soldier, a shadow who stole food in the night, a figure who vanished before anyone could get close. To them, he was a myth, a ghost, a rumor. But he was real. Hiroo Onoda was still there, still wearing his fading uniform, still polishing his rifle, still fighting a war that no longer existed. As the years rolled on, the world entered a new age. Humans landed on the moon, computers were invented, skyscrapers touched the clouds. Wars began and ended. But in the thick jungle of Lubang, Hiroo Onoda remained in 1944. 29 years, 29 rainy seasons, 29 years of loneliness and duty. He was fighting a battle only he could see. In 1974, a young Japanese explorer named Norio Suzuki made a bold declaration. He said, "I'm going to find three things: a panda, a yeti, and Hiroo Onoda." And incredibly, he did. In the middle of the jungle, after decades of silence, the two men met. But when Suzuki told Onoda the war had ended, Onoda refused to believe it. To him, this stranger's voice was just another trick. Onoda had one condition. He would only surrender if his original commanding officer released him from duty. So Japan searched for the man, now old, retired, quietly working in a bookstore. They flew him to Lubang Island. He stepped into the jungle and called out the name of the soldier who had waited for him for nearly 30 years. And in that moment, the mission finally ended. In 1974, Hiroo Onoda lowered his rifle for the first time since World War II. He surrendered his sword, saluted, and took his first steps out of the jungle and into a world he no longer recognized. A world that had moved on without him. He fought a war no one else was fighting, lived in a reality no one else believed, and held on to duty long after the world let go. This is the story of Hiroo Onoda, a story so unbelievable, it feels like a lie. If you want more real stories that feel impossible, yet are absolutely true, make sure to subscribe and join us for the next chapter.